Welcome to Open Mind Industries Podcast, The Mind Unleashed. Sit back, relax, and unleash your mind. Alright, let's get this shit synced up. Probably got to sync here. Alright. Check. Cool. Wow, it has been a while on the podcast. While on the podcast. Podcast. I made you out of me. Podcast. Holy crappery. Here we go now. Podcasty. Here we go now. Episode 55. I believe episode 55. Are you guys ready? Because I'm not ready. You know what? It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long one, guys. It's going to be a long episode because we have not recorded in a fucking month. And gotta fill up that lips in account. Echo. Alright, this is behind the scenes on how the podcast is really done. I just sit here and do this shit for a minute and clean my glasses and stuff. So you guys never see this. I'm going to add this to the podcast, hopefully. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Here we go, I guess. Hey guys, welcome to episode 55, I believe, of the Mind Unleashed 55. Holy shit, it's been forever. Yeah, it's been over a month. Yeah. A month. Excuse me, burped. Without you guys, without me talking to you, without me saying anything, without me not even firing up the Zoom, the MacBook Pro, all that shit, well, the used MacBook Pro. What has been going on? How are you? Happy New Year's. Didn't speak to you for a month. Well, yeah, this is the 31st of January. Welcome. Next month on the 14th, I'll be turning 33. Can you believe it? Holy shit, a lot to talk about, I'm just going to make this episode long because I have not used our Lipson. I haven't used our data. We have 250 megabytes we pay for, or I pay for. I pay for. It's only like $15 a month, but I have not filled up our server. I have not put anything on iTunes, tune in all the podcatchers that you guys can go to listen to all this shit. Let me fill you in on everything. And first, I know you guys are wondering, where the fuck is all the advertising that he does in the beginning? Well, I only have 1 or 2 that are set up to good to go. I need to set up down with Daniel and Weiss said, yeah, he's most definitely sure going to give me a new code to use for you guys and probably give you guys a little bit more off for his wedding packages. Daniel's been traveling, so I haven't had a chance to talk with him to see what he wanted me to do. And Angie, I've been working with her to get some stuff done. So Angie just said, nah, man, just give me a shout out. Would be wonderful. And that's all she wanted. So do want to give a shout out though to my attorney, Strauman Law, who hooked us up with our trademark and stuff like that. Paperwork's all in. We're all good. We got our certificate from the USPTO. And that's all good. So if you want legal services, guys, for the near and you're starting a new business, definitely just Strauman Law, and he will definitely hook you guys up to get your business, your trademarks, your logos, all that shit done correctly for your brand, so you guys can protect your brand and protect your business and move your shit like legitimately and, become legit in Facebook and YouTube and all that shit that you've ever wanted to do. Last episode was reflections. I pretty much talked about just checking my book as I'm talking to you guys, because as I said, I gotta make this episode as long as possible. Get all your shit done correctly. Definitely check out Strauman and, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. Because if you don't get your shit done correctly, especially on Facebook, man, they've been really wild with all their stuff. And now we're on LinkedIn now, guys, so I need to update the website too. And the website will be updated shortly soon with all that kind of crap when I get the new episode up tonight. But yeah, man. What has been going on, man? So New Year's happened. What did we do for New Year's? It's been over a month. I'll leave it working so much. Um, well, working my real job, and now my theme park job, and then doing some open mind stuff and getting the room packed, which you guys will see in a few seconds. I'm gonna probably turn the camera around so y'all can see the mess, and I don't care if you see it because I won't be here much longer. It's about that time. We've been talking about this move and this thing is happening, this home, you know, home, modular home that was put on property, and we've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and we're almost there. We're almost there. And we took a drive out yesterday to it, and I took a drive with my lady. My lady drove by me over there, so got to go check that out, and we did a quick video for some friends and family to see, and people were like, "Wow, not bad, not bad." You excited? I said, "Yeah, I'm excited, nervous, just ready to be done with this whole packing thing. Gotta move the printers around. Gotta get open mind into its new area, and then new ideas gonna be flowing. And really, want to get in the fucking ZBrush again, and want to, get in the CAD modeling, and just sit down in real office instead of sitting in, the. Let me show you the, the Mac Pro. Oh my god. The closet, for those of you who could not see what I was just doing. Let me, let me look at the camera correctly, so. There we go. Yeah. But, yeah, so want to, just get everything done correctly. But this is where, fucking started. Open mind was in the closet. Wink, wink. And I just got a text. Neighborhood. Hey, somebody, guys, is standing in a doorway on Ring. So not my doorway, but somebody else is snooping around trying to find some free shit to steal. That's Ring for you. I'm pretty sure when we move to the new area, we're not going to have much of that Ring doorbells going off and shit like that. We're probably going to be the most secure in our area, but we'll see. I never, no matter where you live, you're still going to get a wild stuff. Let me turn the camera just a little bit. Like I said, it's going to be a long one, and I have a lot to kind of talk about with you guys and see what you guys are up to. I've just been doing a lot of shit and working, paying rent and mortgage. I'm trying to do Twitch stream, but I've been really busy with doing that, getting that set up. But yeah, let me go into the month and see what the hell's been going on. So yeah, New Year's went off without a hitch. New Year's Day was good. It was a wild one. Really good. A lot of compromises in my brain saying this is what's gonna happen this year. You're gonna be 33. Not a midlife crisis or anything like that. It's just like, holy shit, you need to get yourself back together. And the move has taken it out of all of us. It's taken out a lot from all of us, and it's just like, holy shit, just packing. This is gonna be my number 12 and number 13th move in my life, and I'm just really so tired of it. Nevertheless, moving to Florida, 11 years ago, and making a whole new start here, and learning and meeting new people, and really defining what I like to do, and either going to school or doing what I wanted to do, meeting my business partner, working at a theme park, and then him going out to doing his real thing, and us really trying to work on a real life goal, like trying to start something, and entrepreneurs, I guess, that kind of ideal and thing, you really want to kind of just do that. But yeah, man, it's the new year went off without a hitch, and just, holy crap, work, because this rent and mortgage does not pay itself. From there, I had a couple projects with 3D printing and working on some of that stuff and tearing the office apart, as you guys just saw. If you ever wondering what the hell this was, this isn't coming with me. My chair is sliding. This is just a note. I took it off for those who can't see it, I took it off a poster board that I had. And what I did was I just wrote shit on it with a dry erase board. It just helped me write down some recipes for 3D printing because, for those who 3D print and for those who are getting into it, no 3D filament is the same. I haven't tried anything. Persa 3D is based out of Germany or Switzerland. I may have it totally fucking wrong. I just don't have their check the Czech Republic, sorry. But they're really, really good. Apparently they're the only ones in the world that actually verify. They have a machine that they bought. A huge fucking new factory that they have where they're doing their new DLP and SLA and stuff like that. I've actually talked to them about getting the SLA printer, but I'm so fucking broke that I cannot do so until I pay everything off and get some things done. So any donations would help. Wink, wink. Ring safety warning. So there is a vehicle burglary outside my area right now. There's rings going on. I guess people are liking to rob shit today. So yeah, told you it was gonna be a long podcast of me just speaking at it openly. Whatever happens, happens. Um, but yeah, Persa is the only one that double verifies their filament, so they make it themselves, and then they have like a thing that measures the diameter of the filament, and then it also barcodes like it QR reads, like you could take a quick read from your phone, like a QR code, and it will verify like where it came from, what diameter it was, when it came off the line, everything. So they're trying to keep their filament to be actual really the quality control would be fucking amazing. So far I've been playing around. Like Hatchbox has always been my brand when I first started with the DaVinci 1.0, but I haven't been really like I like Hatchbox. The problem is I'm not using an enclosed printer anymore. I'm using the CR10 minis, and I'm using the Robo 3D, which I still need to iron out all the kinks once I put a new fucking LCD screen on it, which it desperately needed. And now Robo, I think, is going to be building a new printer because they're selling their C2 or R2 or whatever the hell it is, that QB1 that I looked at it and I was like, that's pretty cool. The problem with that one is it's not built for size. The Robo R1 is built for size. So you can do like gears and you can do like props and stuff like that. So you can do your R&D research. So you can say, okay, I need to build this part and hold it in real life, and then you can send out your model and then send it to Shapeways or whatever, which Forum Labs told me to use. So I'm not gonna go to Shapeways yet. I haven't have a model that I want to send to Shapeways, and Shapeways is super fucking expensive. For those who want to get into Shapeways and like say if you have a 3D modeler and you want to get shit sent out to them, yeah, definitely do it. They do everything from CNC to anything you want, molding everything. It just costs a shit ton of money. That's why most people who are makers, builders, designers are stuff getting printers themselves and just fucking doing it at their house or their home office or whatever, or their makerspace, because it's much cheaper for you just to do it that way, and that way you can actually fix the problem before it goes out to a real manufacturer, a multi-manufacturer, and say, hey, you guys do molding, is it your specialty in? Okay, cool, let me send this mold out to you guys so you guys can like make this part for us. And that's how manufacturing is done. Ta-da! So it's better to do everything in house first, and most people like want to do shit in house. Our theme park is the same way. Most shit's getting done in house now. They don't want anything pretty much out of house because they can have more control over it, and make sure it's quality control and stuff like that. That's the hard part about going to manufacturing, is getting your quality control done right. But like back to Persa, like they're the only ones that I know, like that I saw from. I followed this dude on YouTube, which is really cool, Tom Salander. Is really fucking amazing. I follow his channel a lot, and he he said some weird stuff on his Twitter about GearBest, and I guess Reality hit him back. Somebody hit him back like, "Hey, you can't say this about our printer, blah 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 blah. Otherwise, we're gonna drop you." And apparently, he signed no con. I don't remember the whole article, but apparently, he never signed a contract when he wrote it in German. Like, and I don't read German, even though I am half German. But it's somebody key translated it in English, and it said, did you sign a contract? He's like, I never signed a contract, so they can't tell me what to fucking do, you know. He's like, my goal is to tell people like the real truth about the product. The product sucks, it sucks. If it's good, it's good. Never bullshit your customer. I think it's what's taken us so long is you don't want to bullshit anybody. You want to make sure everybody's taken care of. A lot of companies are not. They're forgetting that. They're getting so high up in the fucking food chain. Like 3D Hubs is becoming the new Shapeways, and they kick everybody, all these makers, builders, designers out of their shit, and and they don't want them back in because they want to become more of a manufacturing thing instead of a maker. But you can still use their blog system to get shit done. So you're better off just creating your own blog, your own website. It's so fucking cheap to do, and just your Facebook page, and just say, hey man, this is what I do. Specialty, and here's my going rate for your makeup stuff. Offer free consultation because that's what we do. I don't charge for fucking like consulting. Like I can consult, because chances are if you consult, that client's coming to you. If you free consult, So what just happened? I consulted with a client the other day, which I gotta get his stuff done. He gave me no time frame. He just said, hey man, get them done when you get them done. I want high quality. I want good quality, and I see that you do good quality. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I haven't explained the new situation. I'm gonna email him today, but I have like 2 commissions I need to get done. My buddy John, I gotta do his Trident thing for his school play that they're doing, and I haven't had time with the CR10s because I'm printing with ABS, and that's much different. And then it goes back to the point of quality control. Each filament is not the same. Um, I've been using Hatchbox, now I'm using Solotech, PLA, and ABS because it prints really, really smooth. I don't know what they're adding in their batch, but it really, really gives a good sheen, and it just really, really quality. Love Hatchbox to death. I'm going to probably be using that some more. I'm really trying to distinguish what works best. And so far, I like Hatchbox. I got to start going down this line this year and start really writing notes and taking notes on what works best for me in 3D printing. It's better to kind of have stuff. I also follow Maker's Muse, Angus. I follow him. He's real fucking amazing. I follow his stuff. He even said the same thing. He's like, when you're doing clients like that, he does a lot of R&D design for his own shit. And he works on his YouTube page full time. But he's also an engineer. So, but to carry just simple filaments, not like every fucking color, because filaments can be sprayed any color you want, airbrushed, whatever. It's better to do it once, so you're not wasting so much goddamn filament. You can use a shit ton of other filaments. But yeah, like quality control. So Solitex, what I'm printing with now, I got to do some ABS more testing because the CR10s aren't really used to ABS. They can print it. I did know this down the line, so I knew, holy shit, I'm going to be using ABS. I might as well be using the Robo, but the Robo is still out of commission. Not out of commission. It runs great. It's just I got to fine tune it again. It needs to be fine tuned back to its settings and stuff like that because I'm using Simplified 3D. And it's got auto leveling and shit on the Robo, and I need to figure all that out again and get it fine tuned. So when I get to the new home, the new office, so I'll sit down and actually find a good spot for the printer, and I can actually fine tune it and get it really running great and start really prototyping more on that because it's good for ABS, carbon fiber, stuff like that. Stuff I want to build the crutch out of, some hand grip stuff like that. But yeah, I've been using Solitech, Hatchbox, stuff like that. So I'm going to start this year. I'm going to start taking a lot of notes on different filaments I'm using, writing a lot of recipe books down, and then hopefully I can put it on Patreon or whatever so my work doesn't go free. I'm not worried about going free, but I'm worried about not getting anything out of it. I do need to pay bills, and y'all know this too. So I do the podcast for fucking fun. I love doing this thing. If I could get paid a little bit for it, that would be wonderful. I mean, it would pay for itself, man. That's cool. It's $15. It would pay for it for the month. And I would start doing more of these. I am gonna run some advertising on the Facebook page. I think it's like $4 a month or $5 a month for friends that are around Orlando who are trying to get their shit out there into their photography and stuff like that. Try to charge them a little bit of money, nothing major, but every week do a podcast and throw that shit in there. I don't think that's a bad idea. Make a few bucks a month. But yeah, man, the year's been. It's been intriguing. It's working, trying to just keep ahead of the bills, and unfortunately that hasn't worked out work-wise. It's just been really, really rough, and grateful for my friend Charles, who took a commission, and he gave me a lot of time to finish it up and get it done correctly, and he was stoked. And that's for my second paid commission. I actually have 3 paid commissions that are coming on. My buddy Dakota wants something, and I've got to spend some time with him and talk about the new Hellboy. I'm going to talk about so many things in just a little bit, so it's going to be a long podcast if you're fucking riding in the car or whatever and you hear me mumbling. Just bear with it. You guys don't pay for shit, so don't worry about it. It's true. And I really found a good new podcast, Something to Wrestle With. My buddy Trent Ward recommended it to me, and fucking been loving it. It's all WWE, old WWF, like Bruce Pritchard, who used to work as a writing staff on WWE. So I've been sitting down doing that. But anyway, definitely listen if you're a WWE fan, you like wrestling, and you like the really learn in and outs of wrestling. If you're a smart wrestling fan, you understand it's fucking not real, but it's all story and done. And I love watching the story. I love watching the ladies, man. Ladies do some good story. Yeah, so God, I'm losing fucking train of thought here, guys. Jesus Christ, I'm retarded. As to where we can't say anymore. We can't say the R word. But it's a real word, mental retardation. But hey, lost a follower. Excuse me. Um, but yeah, I got 3 commissions and using ABS and trying to get that shit going. Um, and just working, going through all that and getting 3D printer set up and trying to buy tools for that. And um, it's gonna be a while there. I came to the conclusion definitely need to get back in shape. Definitely need to get budget in order once the new house, once we're in and things are finally rolling and we can kind of get settled in and the office gets set up. I can finally get corrective on bills and credit cards that I gotta pay off and looking at fucking debt consolidation and like Jesus Christ, what do I do? Like how do I do all this stuff? But I've been looking through a couple things, and most people say don't do debt consolidation. It doesn't really help. They give you a fucking, you're just paying off another bill to pay another bill. You're getting a lower interest rate, but you're paying off another bill to pay another bill, and it's not even worth fucking the effort to do that. So hopefully we can turn this into I'm not looking to make a bajillion dollars, but definitely just get some things paid off, and then I can get more stuff and invest into the company and hopefully so. Definitely working on prototyping and stuff like that. Things I need for myself. It's just been a little weird with just working because the actual bills come first. This comes secondary, and you're just like, whoa. So, advice to any entrepreneurs, man, like know that fucking directly. I think it's one thing I kind of want to get this year for any entrepreneurs. I have a friend that really wants to start a business, and I brought him into the folds of it. I said, man, it's not hard to do. It's not hard to do this. It's hard to balance your life with financials, so you really need to make sure it's something that's going to work for you. If you're willing to be in a little bit of money pain, it's going to be okay. Don't spend it if you haven't got it. If you need the tools, cool. If you're using them every day, cool. I'm turning these printers, making them pretty much work every day for themselves. Trying to pay for themselves. But most things is R&D and getting data and trying to find the right things to do to start the prototypes that I want to build, and crutch carrier and a couple things I want to do for the crutches, my own crutches, because I'm tired of not seeing them, and that's why Open Mind was done. And it's just like so I was filling him on all that, and he's ready to start, and he's looking for I think an investment of I think 100 and something thousand. I was like, oh, but I think he'll do okay. It's just keeping him calm and being like, listen, man, you're gonna be broke for a little while before it takes off, and then but the economy itself is really shitty, and then look at oversaturated markets. Everybody wants to become a gamer, and everybody wants to do this. I don't want to do any of that. I just want to fucking have some fun and make a little money doing it, and basically build things that we need to be building because it's taking time, it's taking efforts, and it sucks when you look for something and you can't find it, and you're like, why isn't this being done this way? And you've heard the podcast where I know what I'm talking about. But I started that with this year. It was like once the things were, I came back positive. I came back with energy. I'm like, this is gonna be an expensive fucking year. I owe like $7,000 in credit cards, and I gotta pay it off somehow. On top of your mortgage, on top of your rent, on top of your utilities, on top of this. So, um, yeah, man, I was like, I need to start like doing this and start doing that, and hopefully, and I'm still working on like making crutch tips, and I've been looking at new companies to talk with them and see if I can try some other stuff. And there's a brand that I like. I'll talk more into another podcast about that. Um, but yeah, like sitting down with Dakota and talking with him, and we finally got to go see Spider-Man: The Multiverse, and we're trying to get that day planned. So that was our beginning of our New Year's. We pretty much went out to the parks and chilled and used some passes that we had to use. And what else happened? We missed our opportunity to go see Multiverse, Spider-Man Into the Multiverse on day one with Dakota. So my girl ended up taking me out a little bit later on during the weekend. I said, "Hey man, you available to come on?" He said, "Nah, man. Unfortunately, I'm working at Disney." So we ended up going seeing him. I had to kind of talk my girl into it. She's like, "This is what you want to see. I'll pay. You're my treat." So, fucking loved it. It was great. Oh my god, guys! Spider-Man Into the Multiverse was fucking amazing. I I get it spoiled ahead of time, so I already kind of knew. Oh shit, what was kind of going on. Hearing it spoiled by Kevin Smith and Mark Bernardin over at Fat Man Beyond was fucking amazing. It was just better, but I still, even knowing what I knew, it was just fucking outstanding. And then I saw it a week later with Dakota, and we both still fucking grasped and held, and it was great. It was just great. But the movies we're looking forward to are, I know Hellboy, because Dakota's losing his fucking mind. with the costume and stuff like that. So I got a commission with him for 3D part for a lightsaber. I always like saying lifesaver, and it's not a fucking candy. It's a lightsaber, lightsaber. Uh, but I found the 3D model. He sent me with a 3D model, but I want to make sure that's done correctly. And I don't fuck around with 3D parts, man. I really make sure that if you're gonna get a part from me, the price that I'm charging and like my work, you're gonna get it done correctly, not shitty. If it's for me and I'm like, whatever, I just need it now, I'll just fucking let it print. But yeah, Multiverse was fucking outstanding. I watched it twice. I love the Stan Lee cameo. I teared up in my eye. But the one thing I do gotta say about all that, man, is his Twitter account is still being used. I remember the other day I just tweeted at Kevin Smith directly, and I was like, hey man, is there anything you can do to fucking like not cancel his thing, but like kind of get rid of it? You know, put it to rest. Not only me, but like fucking like I think it was like 100,000 people are like, you need to stop. Whoever's running this account needs to stop using it and let this man rest. Let the real man rest. Let his soul, let his dream rest. We all miss him, and but it was this time, man. It was like he lived his one hell of a life, and it was great fucking creating X-Men and Spider-Man and all that shit, you know. And it brought me onto this year, man. It was like you're trying to create something, and I have friends that are like, hey, I want to go do this year. This year I want to do this. You might have somebody new coming in on Open Mind, just partner with me a little bit to do some photos and stuff like that about the 3D prints, stuff like that. My buddy Rich is trying to get some of his business off the ground and trying to move himself forward. So you definitely probably going to see more of Rich. I'm hoping to do more of podcasting around with friends. I still got a couple more I want to line up, try to get deep schedules together. And the good thing is of doing this internetly and through Skype and all that shit, it can all be recorded. So it's not that hard to fucking do and get the Zoom recording going and bring the webcam and shit like that. It's not that hard. Bring the GoPro and stuff like that. The Twitch channel seems to be going okay. I haven't really Twitched much because, like I said, I've been boxing up to the last. From the beginning of New Year's, I literally started boxing up not even only like 2 weeks ago, and it's been like a mess of just. If you can see, the office is pretty much bland. You would usually see a thing behind me. The sewing machine's still behind me, but a lot of it is very echoey. So there's a lot of things out of the closet, and still got on bolt the flat screen. I still got on bolt a few things and put things in boxes, but should be a transition move. And the one thing I'm definitely it's been using the Facebook Marketplace, and I've had a really cool instant with that. Just want to see where we're at in timing wise. Only 27 minutes? Goddamn, I'm fucking slacking off today. Wow. Well, we'll make it happen. But yeah, I've been using Facebook Marketplace to kind of get shit sold and move things around. And it's one thing I can tell you guys. If you're going to move or get a business going, make sure you organize all your shit. Where it's going, what's going where, taxes, all that stuff. I gotta do that this year. I gotta fucking do my taxes again as a business, and that's gonna be fun with a lot of deductions and 3D printers. I do get to write off a few things extra this year, so it's kind of be nice to do that. Ring again. What's going on with Ring? What is this dude doing? So apparently somebody is trying to. Let's see this. I'm gonna show you guys this real quick. This fucking Ring app. Cancel. Apparently somebody is stalking. Yeah, this Ring we have, guys, it just keeps going off and off and off and off. You would think, like with the warm, colder weather, people would just kind of relax, but not really. It's not really. Can't really complain. It's not too bad, but it's watching this door thing. I don't know why my Ring doorbell sounds like shit, but all these other ones sound fucking amazing. was a burglary near me. I'm loving looking at these. I told you it's gonna be a long podcast of me just fucking around because I gotta burn up data. Why is Ollie doing this to us? That's pretty much what I'm looking at right now. So, yeah, see where fucking this guy keeps stalking around the area. Same dude. Two doorbells actually called it ring doorbells. Oh my goodness. Um, yeah, couldn't help it. I had to keep checking the watch because the watch keeps fucking vibrating for ring. So if you got a ring doorbell, make sure to turn your sensitivity down a little bit and put it in a good area. Um, It saved our ass. The reason why we got it is because not because of burglars and shit. It's because packages were going fucking not being delivered in correct areas and shit. And Amazon loves to play around like, oh no, we dropped it off. Not Amazon directly, but like they claim it was delivered. But sometimes some of the delivery people that companies that they hire like Laser Ship or whatever like that. Some of these third party shipping companies that like they get from the shipping area, they're running behind schedule. They'll claim they delivered it, but they never did. They'll bring it back to the warehouse, and then they'll, drive it in a car, and they'll drop it, put it back at the warehouse, and then the next day they'll fucking drop it off. So, but they keep claiming like, hey, like, no, I dropped it off with the right people, yada yada yada. So that's why we got the Ring doorbell, and it's been helpful with that. Like, I had a couple things, because Amazon was like, oh yeah, like, no, we dropped your thing, your big package off that you needed for your thing. They're like, can you tell us what was inside? I'm like, you already know what was inside. Why are you trying to tell me what was inside? It's 3D film, and it's this, it's got SD, whole bunch of shit. And they said, oh, no, yeah, it's been delivered. I said, no, it hasn't. I said, dude, I have two cameras watching the door. Nothing was left outside the door. Nothing was left inside the door. Oh, no, the driver said it was dropped off. Sure it was. Um, it never was. So I said, so would you like to see the video? And that's when Amazon went, oh, shit, okay. The next day, the fucking package was here. Nothing was opened or nothing like that. It's just that they're like, oh, yeah, like, they called me back. They're like, yeah, the driver was running behind and left it at the facility. I'm like, so all I gotta put is like, hey, can't deliver today because either I'm wound up or I just can't get shit done, or and it happens. So I have friends that do that shit for a living. They'll go to Best Buy and shit, or Walmart and their cars, and that's their job. Like, they literally, so say if you order something from Walmart or Amazon or something like that, they get a call from the store saying, hey, client 1 2 3 4 6 7 8 9 10, ordered a TV or whatever, so stick it in your fucking car and drop it off. And they have an ID badge and all that shit, so they got to like run to your house, drop it off. They don't set anything up; they just drop it off. Like, you just tell them where you want it put, and they just put it there for you. But yeah, my buddy does that for a living. Like, he does it for a couple months. He does shit for Best Buy. He works for like, yeah. So whenever whoever hires him, Best Buy is like one of the major hire ones that he works for. It's like, so he'll get off. It's like Uber or Lyft, like packages, or like Uber Eats or whatever like that. But it's like packages. So he's like literally runs around and just drops packages off all fucking day. Makes good money doing it. So when he gets off work, he'll make like an extra, depending on how many packages he delivers, he'll make an extra $100, $200, a day. So it pays his bills. I'm like, interesting. He's like, yeah, I've been some crazy neighborhoods. He's like, I'm in and out though. He's like, I don't fuck around. But yeah, that's why we get the Ring video doorbell. And that's why I was checking it and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm just burning megabytes here so we can fill up the thing. Have any of you guys watched the fucking episode for Family Man? Oh my god, so fucking good. If you guys have not, I'm probably gonna include the beginnings of the podcast and me just fooling around because nobody ever sees behind the scenes of how I start the podcast. I edit it for you guys, so it's not like blah, 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 blah. Me singing and all that shit, doing sound check and stuff like that. I edit it out, obviously. I know Joe Rogan does it really cool, and he even breathes 1, 2, 3, and 4, and just boom, fucking does it and has fun. So I'll add that in the beginning, hopefully for you guys. But yeah, man, I always do the you know what. It was from Bill Burr, the little kid in season 2, the dude's brother. It's like really weird, and he's like, you know what. So I thought that was pretty cool. I do that when I'm at fucking work, when I'm just like, oh man, people are just going nuts, and it's like, you know what. It's just me being weird. But it's busy day. It's been a busy start of a season, especially with the damn theme parks, man. Like especially with 'cause I've been working so damn much and haven't been able to do the podcast. I had nothing really to say, and I'm like, oh man, I have so much to say now. Like I said, just got done speaking about multiverse and all that shit, and go see it if you haven't seen it. But if you have, spoilers, it's just fucking great, and really, really, really like fell in love with all the characters. It did fuck our eyes up though. We were watching it, and we're like, man, this like 3D or something like that? And no, it wasn't. Like we told them that was like my buddy Dakota was like, nah, man. And he's like, that's from the. He's like, I like the artistic choice about that, but it was like, it felt like you were watching out of phase 3D, but it wasn't really 3D, and so it really felt fucking weird. We were just like, my eyes. But my girl was like, man, that's kind of weird. Like, were your eyes fucked? I'm like, yeah, my eyes were fucked up in some sections. We were even talking about like I think apparently Incredibles 2 with the strobe scene. It's like brrr. Apparently they took that out of the DVD version. So like if you go watch it, you can either get the Blu-ray version, which has the high ass strobe effect, or the one that they turned it down. Like it's pretty much, it doesn't pulse as fast. So because apparently they got sued for that. That shit was wild. I didn't know how bad it was until we we ended up seeing it. I thought it was fucking outstanding. That movie was great. But yeah, Multiverse was amazing, amazing. Definitely check it out. Seeing Stan and Miles Morales. I'm glad that kind of fell into its thing. And still haven't seen Aquaman. Still haven't seen Aquaman. I know I'm an asshole. It's made over a gajillion fucking dollars. Um, but yeah, we were at work the other day and everybody was talking about Jason Momoa and shit. And a few people met him and they're like, man, he's gonna be expensive now at the cons because now he's Aquaman. I'm like, well, you gotta pay your fucking bills, man. That's how you make your money. You're not acting in a film or something like that, and they don't want to pay you a few million to act in it. Gotta make that money somewhere, man. Jeff Goldblum was like, I think, what, $80 just to take a fucking autograph with him? That's still, that's some bread right there. $80 person, $80 a head, dude. Shit, I wish I could charge that fucking per person, like 1,000 people. Fuck, man. I wouldn't be hurting. I'd be like, God, cool, made money, good. But apparently he's a huge fucking sweetheart too, so sitting down with him for a minute and saying hi. It's pretty good. I'm just checking the timer for shits and giggles, but yeah, like I said, I started out the new year ago. We saw Multiverse, and I really sat down with some of my friends, Rich and stuff like that, and I wanted to really just dig in deep and figure out what the fuck to do this year and get open mind really moving forward and 3D printing and working on the design stuff. But I really need to get down with CAD, and I'm still learning Fusion, and Fusion's its own thing. It's like wanting to go to SolidWorks, but SolidWorks is like fucking super expensive. I think it's like fucking over $1,000 to $2,000 to have SolidWorks. Like legitly, it's that much money because they're an engineering thing. Fusion 360, if you guys want to get into that, that's free for makers and hobbyists. If you are a business startup, they give it to you for free. However, if you make $100,000 a year, you will have to start paying for that. So it's like choose wisely. But it's definitely good to learn it and understand it. And if I had to pay for something, and if I was making $100,000 a year, I wouldn't mind spending a few $100 for a program that I'm going to be using. Bought ZBrush Core. I'm going to learn some ZBrush Core. Bought a Wacom tablet sitting above me. Haven't even really got dug down into that yet. Not a very big Wacom tablet, but it's going to do the trick. And hopefully, I can do some sculpture with clay modeling and learn how to do that much easier and faster and make it run smoother in my hands. We'll see. Just takes time, the office, getting torn apart and getting ready for this fucking move. It's just been positivity and negativity. You're just like, man, I'm ready to move, but it's like, no, I'm not ready to go yet. And because I've been using Facebook to sell stuff, and I sold one of my things the other day. Sold pretty well, pretty quick. Thing I hate, man, if you're gonna sell on Facebook or fucking, don't use Craigslist, man. Just don't use fucking Craigslist. It's so fucking. I got hit in like 5 minutes. Hey, man, hey, so. I'm okay with the price, but then ever since I found out about that little fucking scam that people run, I found that out like day one through Craigslist, like because it said in the huge fucking bold letters, it's like, do not accept checks, do not accept this, do not accept that, cash only or fucking blah. Yeah, good luck, you know. So it's like we're tired of hearing about these fucking scams. And the way the scam works is, you know, you put your price down. They go, I'm okay with that. Do you mind if I send you a check? And the check is not a real check because you can cash it, but apparently your bank takes about 3 to 4 days. So as it gets cashed, now that fake money, because the bank goes, whoa, 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 that's not real money. You know, it's really fake. It's fake money. You know, and the client comes back and goes, oh yeah, so I overgave you. So say if you had something for like $100, they would send you a check for I think like $70, $80 over 100, sometimes even a couple $100 over, so like $500, and then you go to cash it, and you're like, okay, cool, like maybe they made a mistake or whatever, and then so you have to send them back 500, but you've only had, so that's $400. All right, well, fucking remember this. So they send you $500 even though you asked for 100. So your real money gets blended in with that, and they take 100 out of your ass. So they take more money, and then your account goes into a negative. Is the way the guy was explaining it to me, because he was trying to sell his Harley Davidson. This was the fake thing he was doing. He put his bike up there, his motorcycle, took photos of it, and he just did it for shits and giggles. People were spending real check money, like going to like Western Union, sending like real check money, buying a real check, and then sending him this thing, and they're like, "Hey man, can you cash your check now? Can you cash your check?" And he was like, "They're already sending me." He showed the checks, and he's like, "They're sending me more money than I want." So this, I want the bikes. I want to sell it for 13,000. They're sending me 20,000 for 30,000. Oops, I made a mistake. I need you to give me that 30,000, that 10,000 back. So now they're taking that fake money. The money wasn't real, and they're taking your actual money out of your account, which draws you into a negative. And I'm like, that's some fucked up shit. But anyway, you know, selling stuff for the move and shit like that. I ended up, you know, Craigslist hopped on there for like a day. I ended up just taking it off fucking Craigslist because I just got so damn tired. But I'm putting my projector up there because I don't have room for the projector and the screens and all that shit. And I'm gonna end up getting a flat screen. I'll talk about more on that in just a second. But yeah. So I went up there and fucking immediately, like, I can even show you the damn text messages because I'm gonna be like that. I went up there and you know, people were like, "Hey, do you mind taking check? Like, I'm cool with the price." And I knew about this scam before, so I was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna do it." Oh, here it is. So, so Craigslist. I'm not gonna show you guys the number or anything. Go read it. It said home theater and home theater and gaming Epson projector EX 3212 HDMI 1080p 60 hertz and screens $400 is what I was asking. So I got a little bit under that. It is sold, but I'm still waiting for the guy to come up with the money. Um, so I wrote, yeah, it's available. What's the condition and why are you selling it? Question mark. I plan on making a payment via B certified check, while my mover will come over and pick it up after the check is cleared. I'll also include $70 for holding it for me. Thanks. So I'm asking for 400. This guy's gonna tell me he's gonna throw me $470. Now the money's not real. Now I'm gonna have to give him back all of that money. I'm gonna have to go cash that shit. It's gonna go in. Boom. Now I don't have $400 in my account, so my account might be in $100. So he's gonna take all my money, and that's how they usually do it. So you usually want to make sure your shit's correct. But these are fun. Yeah, same thing as the first topic. Available? Yeah. I'm interested in. This guy's spelling was so bad. Capital A. Am. I can't even read it. Am interested in your said price, comma, would you accept check as payment once it clears your bank, then I will have someone come pick it up. Question mark, question mark. No. So if someone ever says I'm gonna come have someone else pick it up, don't ever fucking do it. Don't go to a fucking public place. Just fucking do it at your house. You know what makes me realize with all these Craigslist shit too? That's what I'm going to do for this move and this new expansion into life and all this shit. How does our parents buy houses? we going to certified. Like, I haven't even seen one in a while. One and digests. If you guys have seen that, like that's born '86, so my parents would fucking literally go out and they would want something. Like, say you want like a boat or something, and you go out and you say, "Fuck man, I want to get a boat." How the fuck do we get from Craigslist, from one hand digest to Craigslist, and now you're just like, meet me in a parking lot, meet me in a fucking public bathroom stall, and all this shit. And you're so terrified. Trying to sell a fucking PlayStation and all this shit. Now Facebook is more chill because you know who each other is. You can see the photo and you can see their buyer rating and seller rating. So you know, and then you get to like make a deal. Like I've made 4 or 5 deals from Facebook and it went out fine. I said, hey man, because I sold the Xbox through there and the lady was like, do you want to meet at like McDonald's? And I was like, nah man, just fucking come to my place. I'm not gonna hurt you or anything. I just want to fucking get rid of this. Um, it's funny because when she went to sneak into our apartment, which I don't care showing anymore because we're not gonna be here much longer. Won't say where exactly we are, but yeah. Um, uh, but yeah, her husband started freaking out because she went to my porch and I'm like, nah, man, you're more than welcome to come in. Like, I'm not gonna hurt you or anything. She was excited and she called her husband. Where'd you go? And I'm like, I'm right here because he was like, please, And then once he met me, he was cool. He's like, oh my, he was such a nerd and geek. So I was like, yeah, man, I'm sorry to see it go. But it's going. I went to a good home. I miss playing the Xbox, but anyway, yeah. So how the hell did our parents fucking use one hand digest when you would go to somebody's house for a boat or a car or pop up? My dad used to do that shit all the time. Hey, available? You just call on the phone like, hey, is available? Like I had a regular fucking cordless phone. Cool. We're gonna meet you. Okay. I'm gonna be over there and you go on a weekend and when the guy's home or whatever, you go check out the car, make sure it's fucking running. And now you're selling electronics, you're selling cars, and you're selling all this shit, and you're like, meet me in a parking lot, meet me in a fucking dumpster. It's like people are just, we took the chance back then. We took the chance. Now would people fucking bring guns and shit, knives, try to sell something? It's fucking crazy. Um, like Craigslist is the people, a scammer's a scammer either way. But yeah, it's funny. I find it hilarious that we've come to this technology thing the past couple years. It's like Uber and Lyft, like because I talk about Uber and Lyft a lot and you use it, and yeah, my Lyft driver would talk about that one day. He goes, man, it's kind of funny. A couple years ago I wouldn't think thought about doing this, but it's become my fucking lifeline for bills, man. I can't, my economy's gotten crazy and shit like that. So he's like, so I started doing Lyft and Uber, um, just to fucking supplement, some of the bills that we're getting, the cell phone bill, what have you. And I was like, yeah, man, it's kind of weird. Your mom and dad always told you to never hop in a car with fucking strangers, but here we are fucking using an application with tracking and all that shit. Like, you're tracking the car number and all that shit, and the driver and all that shit, and the ratings. And you look at the ratings, and the driver's getting so many rides per day, trying to make money and shit, and your credit card number's being used, your debit card, whatever. And he goes, man, like you said, he never would have thought about doing it, but now he's like, he depends on fucking Uber and Lyft because without it, man, he would be, the poorhouse. And like he picking up me, like paid his insurance. Apparently, he was telling me, we were talking about like medical insurance. He had to get some fucking dental work done or some shit like that. And he's like, man, without this, I would be struggling right now. He's like, I'm only working blah 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 my real job, and they're cutting our insurance out, so now I gotta pay more money for insurance. So had to go find another job, but like finding another job's kind of difficult, and so I was like, yeah, man, it's kind of weird. We do this thing called Facebook Marketplace, and I mean, Zuckerberg's already given so much fucking info. Zuckerberg's not really the man behind all of it. Facebook is more bigger than what he's ever thought it would ever be. He's the COO, CEO, whatever the fuck you want to call him. But it's the Facebook compound. You're just like, damn, Jesus Christ, it's all data. Even with running, Open Mind's fucking web page, they have more data on me than I need. But that's why I'm like, fuck, if you need, Ancestry.com and all that. Who would have thought years ago we would have fucking done this shit? This is the shit I was thinking about this new year, like all this stuff, how to make money, how to pay the fucking credit cards off. And I'm like, all right, let's do debt consolidation. No, let's not do that. Oh, let's go, maybe I should do my like Ancestry thing because it'd be pretty cool. Like I did Ancestry a couple years ago. And we found a few family friends, and my mom actually started talking to a couple of them. We actually were like not long lost, but like a lot of people that with their families. So it was pretty cool to like meet up with a few of them and talk to them through email, and they're like, oh my god. So they start talking, and they're all excited, and oh, we haven't met in years. They didn't want anything weird. They just wanted to talk and catch up, and what's the family tree like? What did you find out? My mom found out through Ancestry. We found out through Ancestry. My mom's her dad said death certificate. because my mom being a nurse and shit, we found out that he died from like rectal cancer. And it was funny because they didn't say rectal cancer; they said like cancer in the ass or some shit like that. Like really fucking weird terminology. We found the death certificate on Ancestry. It was kind of cool to like find out we were related to like Native Americans and shit like that. And I never bring that up because Native Americans, you know, I respect a lot of the tribes. My friends are Native American too, but never bring it up because I don't know the percentage. I know the percentage, but it's not very high. But you know, we're Native American. Blah, 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 what tribe are you with? Blah, blah, who do you know? Like whoa, okay, okay, okay. Like you know, they're very, you know, don't say you are if you're not. You know, all this kind of shit. So I watch what I say. Um, my buddy Patrick is Native American. I said, hey man, it's like you can get free college, but doesn't your tribe like give a casino? He's like, yeah, they do, but they don't share any of that money. So it depends on the tribe elders and stuff like that, but they don't share the money. So learning a lot of stuff like that. But who would have fucking thought like doing your DNA test, finding out your fucking ethnicity? Everybody would want to like legally give away your fucking technology. Like, I was like, why would you want to give away your DNA? You're already giving that to your doctor and shit. And it costs so much money. You're like, oh my god, I'm gonna have them swab my cheek and find out that I'm African American or I'm fucking whatever. And I'm just like, man, I would never do that, man. I'm not giving my fresh DNA up. I mean, you do that with the doctor. I mean, they're gonna take your fucking DNA. You nevertheless, you know. So you really can't get around that. But just so weird how like this week I was just sitting there like I said, hopping in the shower. I'm just like, man, I can't believe fucking now I'm using fucking Craigslist and I'm using. I won't ever use Craigslist again. I keep telling myself I will never use it again. I won't. I'm probably just gonna use Facebook more often because you find better sellers, people on there when they want to buy your shit. A lot of people want to negotiate, so I was negotiating with like two other people. It's fucking up because I was trying to sell the projector and I said I would sell to this guy for like $100 cheaper, so I am, but he's not ready yet. So I'm gonna keep in touch with him and hopefully he can get his money together because I don't feel like taking this away to the new house, but um but yeah, it's been like holy shit. Like I was negotiating with three people one night the other night, and I was just like, one guy's like, how much? And I said, oh, this is the price. Oh, can you go any lower? One guy fucking had the balls to tell me like $50 for everything, and I'm like, are you fucking stupid? I didn't say it that way, but I was like, nah, brother, man. Like, the lowest I'm willing to go is blah. No comment back. It's like, all right. Hey man, you willing to go $20? Dude, it's a fucking projector, high quality projector. I made a little boo boo on top of the projector that I fucking was cleaning it up a little bit, and was using a little bit of acetone to get some super glue off the fucking bottom of it. Apparently, it spilled down into the top and made a little couple cracks instead of plastic. But other than that, the fucking projector runs good, runs good. And the guy was like, "No, I don't mind about that. I don't mind you. You know, it's whatever, man. The projector's in great condition, runs great. Fired it up today, runs good. So he's gonna probably grab it, and I want to get rid of it, but yeah, man, who the fuck would thought we've been using Uber, Lyft, Craigslist, and now Craigslist scammer? Like, I hate just that Craigslist scam shit. That pisses me off. Like, you're like, come on, man, I just need to find it. I've only had like one legit buyer from Craigslist, and the guy actually called my. Did he call my cell phone? Yeah, he called my cell phone. I didn't answer, but I ended up tweeting him back, and he came over the next day. I was like, hey man, so where you at? Cool. And we actually ended up talking outside for like about an hour because he came from Titusville, here in Florida. And I warned him about the printer. I said, hey man, if you read the description, I don't want to sell it to somebody who's not going to understand and get pissed off. And he's like, nah man, he's like, $150. My first 3D printer, let's fucking do it, man. He's like, so I filled him out everything, gave him some filament and shit. And so hopefully that printer, haven't heard from him, so I'm hoping to, he said he already had like a new main board and shit, so he's just going to rewire everything. It all should reprint and should print well. So he was pretty stoked. So I was pretty happy to get rid of it. I'm sad it was gone, but I gave him I think a 3D scanner with it too. So I don't even miss that 3D scanner now. I've been looking into doing 3D scanning for a friend of mine and might be getting to photogrammetry, but still need to sit down with some programs. I think there's one in Russia. I think it's Russia or one of the countries has a 3D photogrammetry new program you can use for your models. So I'm probably gonna look into that later this year, and hopefully everything, I can learn how to do that. I only have the GoPros and the cell phones, but apparently even with the cell phones you can release some good photogrammetry and then blend that all together in Blender and get all that shit running properly and stuff like that. Checking the time. I just want to mess around. Hey, almost to an hour, and I've been blabbing about nothing. I've been fucking randomizing, telling you guys about the Ring doorbell, the goals of this year, and reflections and all that horse shit, and just the packing. But yeah, man, like I said, it's been a while, couple weeks because I've been packing and packing and packing. You don't realize how much shit you have and how many wires you fucking have. One thing I can say, like, if you guys, always fucking keep your cell phone chargers and HDMI cables and connectors and shit. Keep that in a bucket. Because, man, somebody the other day, I was going through a bucket and they text me real quick. Oh, man, do you have an HDMI cable for blah, blah, blah? I said, actually, I do. Not a good one. They're like, I don't need a good one. I just need a cable. So I brought that over to a friend of mine who couldn't afford an HDMI cable at the time. His cable, I think, snapped or something. So he's like, I can't afford this. So, yeah. When you're moving, you're going to find some awesome shit that you didn't know you had. And, yeah, fucking cool shit. So all that stuff's packed. Just can't believe all the stuff I've been trying to get rid of and sell and downgrading and getting the new office set up. And I went to the house yesterday and seeing the new room that I'm going to be sleeping in. It will pretty much be a primarily bedroom instead of a office workplace. My office will be in the next room. I'll be sharing that with my stepdad, which I don't mind. But I'll be able to get some work done in there, and probably once we get to the new house, we'll do a podcast from there, and you guys can see the new place, and we'll show that to you guys and everything, because you guys have been awesome. Everybody's been good and amazing, and it's been fucking wild. But yeah, I've been taking all the smart home stuff, the Alexas and stuff like that. Even having the damn home automation now, it's pretty fucking awesome. But everybody hates this, wire tapping thing. I don't give a fuck. This thing in my hand I'm sitting on right now is a fucking wiretap. You know, they want your information. They're gonna get you. There's no fucking way around it. There's no way around it. Literally, you think you're fucking good, but you're not. You're gonna get spotted somewhere. You can cover your face all fucking day, but someone's gonna. They want you. They can get you. Just gonna fucking happen. That's my conspiracy theory. But yeah, so it's gonna be cool to have some home automation, lights, all the Philips hues. My buddy Corey was over at his place the other day. They ended up moving out of this area to a newer home, new condo. So I was helping them get their smart home hooked up. They now have all their Philips hues, which they're super stoked about. They're gonna do their lights. They're gonna do their switches a little bit, so the whole house can be kind of automated for him and his wife, so they can kind of walk in and save some power. But not only that, but not have to get up because it's a lot. His wife's disabled too, so it's kind of hard for her to do things. Just get your body hurts, so you just kind of don't want, like, fuck, I left the light switch on. You don't want to get up and fucking turn it off, so you can be like, hey, blah, turn this off, please. And turns it off or turns it on. It does a lot of power consumption. I do have to say the thing that even home automation, when I brought this shit up, the Wemo ones are really good. TP links are pretty good. I'm probably gonna do half the light switches in the new house with all the smart home and shit. So we're gonna go little by little. Not gonna go overly smart home, just light smart home. So it conserves power and just really, 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 really breaks it down to just conserve a lot of power and help the bills go down in price, because that's one thing I think everybody should be doing, is trying to save as much money as possible, especially with this fucking government shutdown and all that shit. But I still don't know all about that. I know my friend at work, her boyfriend, he's been dealing with that shit. He's better worker. He's a TSA agent, so he's in work, but he's just been not getting paid. So it's like, oh, what the fuck. So yeah, I do know people that are struggling with that shit right now. It's like, oh man, not getting paid. It's gotta fucking suck. But yeah, it's a rough life, man. We never said it was easy. We never said these goals were easy. We never said this fucking life was easy. This New Year's has really fucking brought it down to a new thing. It's like getting back in shape and helping friends out doing that, and just gotta get your priorities in order and realizing, oh my god, how am I gonna pay these bills? I have a friend right now who just graduated college, and he looked at himself and he goes, how the fuck am I gonna pay these bills? He goes, I'm barely making ends meet now, and I'm working 2 jobs. Working 2 full-time fucking jobs, man. I'm doing I think he said he's doing about 70 hours a week, 70, 80 hours a week. Not sleeping, just working. He goes, man, I got the car, I got the house, He's got a condo he's paying for. He's just like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna make this work. That's fucking life, man. People are trying to, and it doesn't get any better, man. That's the reason why I started Open Mind, is just getting your crutch parts and things that you need and wheelchairs and shit. Some guy again stopped me the other day and he goes, oh man, you should get some titanium crutches. I went, and who's going to pay for that? And he goes, well, your insurance isn't my insurance. My insurance can't even pay my fucking medical, my blood work. They won't even touch my blood work, which I got to look into today, probably, hopefully. But yeah, it's fucking crazy when you're struggling just to make it go through. So that's one reason why I started Open Mind, of oh my god, we can try to make things a little bit cheaper. Affordable, sell the model cloud to people so they can actually print it and other states, countries, and print it. Not make profit off of it, obviously, and find ways to lock it down. There's ways you can do that. Your product. Duplication won't be. I won't allow people to duplicate, but gotta make our money somewhere, man. Because it's a lot of R&D work on making shit work. But I put shit on Thingiverse and stuff like that. But that's the reason why it's like, you get insurance and your insurance is costing you triple and stuff like that, and companies don't want to pay for your disability, and it sucks, man, because you sit here and you're wondering how the fuck you're gonna pay these bills, and you're wondering how the fuck people are like, oh yeah, I make this. The good thing is, like, minimum wage does go up, but it's like, oh my god, cost of living goes up too, and you're just like, I'm not making ends meet. But yeah, I was talking to this dude, and he was like, you should get titanium, and I'm like, with what? What money, dude? Who's gonna pay for those? The guy, oh, the VA, blah blah blah, paid for mine. I'm like, that's probably the only period you have, and the VA does fuck people over too. So the VA is good, but it's also bad. I have a that was interesting. Wonder what that noise was. We should check the 3D printout real quick. You guys can't come with me, but I'm gonna go check some. I'm gonna go check the print. If you go on our Instagram, you'll see it. Do 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 do. Get my butt up. Oh my god. Print is almost done. It is a 3-hour print, you guys, for a part. Because you probably won't be able to see it. For a part that is going to my digital indicator. Yeah. It's a precision tool that measures just, the touch thing when you push down on it. It measures how close you are, how far you are from the item you're trying to get to. So, been looking for one of those for a while. Went around to Amazon and found it, and got a part for like $20. Apparently, the model that I was able to use, I'm gonna get the guy credit and shit like that, because that's the way Thingiverse works. If you take a model from there, you just gotta give attribution, and you just say, hey man, I got this model from here. If you want this model, this is where you go. And that's how Thingiverse works. So it's for people who want to share models or ideas and say, hey man, I have this model. If you'd like to use it, you're more than welcome, but just give my name, my credit, my blah, 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 my page, a like, share, subscribe, all that kind of good shit. So I like that kind of stuff, because there is a couple models that I helped refix. And one guy was having a hard time. He was using, not 123 Design, but I think he was using Tinkercad or some shit, and I helped him out with that. I said, hey man, do you mind if I take your model real quick and fix it? And he goes, yeah man, like, how do I do that? And I'm like, okay. So I borrowed the model, I brought it in the maker, and I fixed it and fixed some holes that he made and made it good, and then put it back up there and said, hey, here's a remix 2.0. And then somebody else grabbed my model, the model that I did, and made another remix. So it got shared around and fixed, and he was super happy with that, and we chat quite a bit. So it's pretty awesome to use Thingiverse and stuff like that, so you can help makers become makers. And my watch dying? No, my watch is telling me to get the fuck up. It says almost there, keep moving, 1 minute makes progress toward your goal. But I don't want to get my fat ass up today, so I want to talk to you guys. It's been a while. But yeah, man, it's been a new year, man. There's packing, there's moving, there's getting shit together, and getting ready for this house, and new ideas, new ordeals, new things. It's been fun. I hate fucking packing. I hate that part of it, and I'll leave a lot of shit here, like this little thing, and patching holes, and can't wait for this to be over. But yeah, let me talk to you guys about the fucking TV that I've chosen. So I chose. Oh, we can talk about football too, because that has happened. So a couple things more to talk about. Yeah. So cool. You guys have no choice. You have to listen either way. You could just pause it here and run away. So anyway, so the TV I have chosen is going to be the TCL 55-inch 4K with HDR. Dolby Vision, whatever. That's what I've chosen. And that's where the shit from Facebook, the money from there is going into the TV and the stand and all that shit that I'm gonna get, because my new room for the house is only 10 by 10 by 10, so it's 10 by 1. So gotta really focus on putting things in there properly so they all fit. Better space possible. The office is about 9 by 6, so 9x6. So the office is gonna be able to hold the desk and a few other things, and I got some stuff in there. So be cool to get some stuff done and put the printers in there and finally get working. And hopefully maybe record a podcast in there. We'll see what happens when the new house comes. You guys will. I'll take you on a quick tour of the new office and stuff. So, oh my god. So I chose the TCL. I went around and budget wise, I'm just like, oh man, my budget's around 400. For shits and giggles, I ended up applying for, even though I said I owe some money, you guys already heard that. I ended up applying for a Amazon gift card or Amazon credit card for shits and giggles through Chase, and apparently I got typed it in, punched all my real shit in, told them how much I made, and yeah, I got approved for a few $100. So I'm gonna put that into the TV and it paid that shit off immediately. I'm gonna work my ass off a little bit and put some money aside so I can pay that TV off immediately and lose that fucking credit card, because that credit card is 26% APR. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. So yeah, my credit score isn't bad. It's not fucking horrible. It's just getting it paid the fuck down. And I told my buddy that. I was like, man, don't take credit cards if you don't need them. Try to save money up and just put it together for your business and try to get all that shit done. But he's beyond the point. He's already about he's $50,000 in debt right now. So he's not like, he's just like, he's a young dude. He's about 20, 23, 24. So yeah, he's got some years to go. So he's just like, man, he's like, I'm like, are you making money from your shit? He's like, a little bit, nothing, man, nothing major, man. But it's like, that day will come. I gotta keep building the brand. Gotta keep building the brand. And that's the hard part, is like, there's so fucking oversaturation on YouTube and stuff like that. But anyway, chose the TCL 55-inch and all that stuff. Looked at all the shit and how it shades and colors. Guy at work ended up buying one at Best Buy. And his only thing was, like, it wasn't, I think when he went to go plug it in, it all worked, but I guess the quality control, the HDMI cable wasn't fucking working or something like that, so it wasn't working. I only wanted the 55-inch 4K, man. I think, cause I did the numbers, and I'm gonna miss not having 120 inches on the wall with the Epson projector, the 2800 lumen, 29 fucking hundred lumen, 2900 or whatever fucking lumen it was. Cause I ended up putting the SO-RAM in the lamp in the new housing. So man, that lamp was fucking hot and loud, and really, really gives some good color. But I'm gonna miss having that 120 inches, man. I'm gonna miss that shit. But yeah, it's time. I've had a projector so long. It's gonna be nice to actually have a backlit screen and have like depth color and really good color, and not have to worry about like having a light on and not having to have fucking dark out curtains. If you're gonna get projectors, guys, like I wrote a huge synopsis for this guy on Facebook because he was really planning on buying it, but I kind of filled him in on he's like, never had a projector before, what's it like? So I wrote a kind of synopsis, like a short synopsis of like, it's good, it's gonna have this though, like you might want to do this, you might want to get this kind of screen. I was like, I already have the screens you're looking for, so don't worry about fucking going buying screens because they're already here. Projectors are fucking expensive, but they are beautiful when you have them, and you can't beat that fucking screen size for the quality too, man. That screen size for the quality, you cannot get a 300 fucking inch screen, or a 100 inch screen, or 120 or 125 screen anywhere. I know that I think they made a 125. I think Panasonic or one of those fucking companies just made a wall. They call it the wall. That's how big it is. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ. I saw the curved TV now on Amazon. I think somebody's only one seller, and he wants $12,000 for it. It's like $12,000. Jesus Christ. It's like $12K. It's like, I wouldn't spend $12K to fucking smack me in the face. But yeah, I settled on the 55. I looked at a 60. I looked at so many fucking brands. Vizio, Samsung, LG. But I decided, man, fuck it, go with the cheap 4K for now, because in the next year or so, man, fucking next year or so, like 3 years, as long as the TV lasts me a little bit, like, I'm gonna have some money put aside, yeah, it will fucking be obsolete. It will be like fucking, oh, we now have 21K, your 4K is no longer 4K. 4K, it's really weird when I looked at my 4K research, and even with the GoPro shooting at 4K, I've seen it, watched it on that thing at 4K, but you don't really notice the fucking difference unless your eyes are, unless you're a videographer and stuff like that. You'll see the difference, but you won't really see the shutter rate and stuff like that. So it's really like, holy shit. for like game latency and stuff like that, they're saying like the 65 inches better, but for 60 for $600, man, you're really paying it. I think for the 55 is only like 495 or something like that. It's on sale right now, so I think I might grab one and hold on to it. Um, but I saw some used ones on Amazon, so I'm probably gonna grab a 50, just a 55, and that should do the trick for the room. I found a mount that I'm gonna mount to the wall, so I gotta make as much room for myself as possible. I should have enough room in there. I'm just being kind of creepy because I like to have my own kind of like, I like having a house within inside of a house. I don't know how best to explain it. Like I literally office out of my closet and futon in my room, bed right there, and 3D printers next to me, and a fucking coffee table and a projector. It's like I'm weird, so I don't know how the fuck I was able to do it for this long, but I did. It's so fucking weird. Um, but I can understand when you're fucking a teenager or something. You're even when you're at home, you like to make your home, your room feel like a fucking sanctuary. Like you can kind of escape, just something quiet. You can relax and just turn music on and just relax. So it's kind of what I do, and um, that's kind of what I wanted to do. But yeah, so 55-inch TCL should be fine. I emailed them the other day. I was trying to see if I can get a discount, and they were super cool. They're like, "Hey, please understand. We don't offer them directly. We just make them and blah blah blah. It depends on the distributor and stuff like that." I'm like, "All right, cool." So they said, "Please understand, but you're welcome to check Roku and see if Roku is willing to give you a discount." And there was nothing available on Roku, so I looked around. Like I said, I applied for the Amazon gift card or Amazon credit card, and they ended up giving me like $70 extra. So $70 gift cards. I'm gonna use that towards the TV, and it really brought the price down to next to nothing, which is good. So once this guy comes over and gets the projector, which we've already agreed on the price, all that money will go right back in to the scratching my head here because I got a little fucking nugget of stuff. I'll pretty much pay for the flat screen, so get that out of the way and get that credit card. I'm gonna kill that credit card. I'm gonna drop that credit card like a bag of rice. 26% to 20. Get the fuck out of here, man. I just did it because I'm like I wanted to make sure I can get money immediately because I don't have a lot of cash in the account. So, yeah, pick your TVs wisely, man. I literally been trying to find a good entertainment center, and that's been kind of rough. Found one last night, so I think I might use that one. But I'm gonna be using. Could be a lot of floating walls, a lot of floating stuff. So I have a lot of floor space instead of I don't have to bang into things. But I might even make my own fucking floating wall instead of fucking buying one. I could probably just get a piece of plywood and do it myself. But we shall see. But yeah, chose the TCL, chose the mounts the other night, so everything came up to about 500 and change. So it wasn't too bad. What else? Hopefully they have 2 TVs left because I'm gonna keep them check. I'm actually gonna check right now. Come with me on the journey, guys. Let's see. Let's see if one has sold. If it had one more left, I'm probably gonna have to go and just buy it. Have it ship at stay at my girlfriend's place or bring it to this place and have it ship over. Do 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 do. You guys are following me. 1 hour 13 minutes. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, Lord sleeps tonight. Not 2 left. Yeah, I don't see. So it's got a 4K, it's got a 4-star rating, which isn't too bad. It's refurbished for $650. Get the fuck out of here. At that price, I would just buy the fucking 6 series. Which apparently is beautiful. Hopefully we're in the house pretty soon, so yeah, man, definitely like that Amazon purchase. I hope we all like that. Put some money aside. And on to football, guys. Holy shit, the Patriots are going again. To be honest, I knew that was gonna happen. Like, I fucking sat there, and everybody was like, "What do you think about the Saints call?" The Saints call, yeah, that was fucked up, and yeah, it was fucked up. It was definitely should have been pass interference, stuff like that. But it is what it is, man. Like, there's some fucking calls. Football's football. Like, there's calls that are called, there's calls that are not called, and it is what it is. The Rams have a fucking chance. I don't know. They're fucking, fuck. Who the hell are they playing against again? Who the hell are the Patriots playing against? Keep forgetting. God damn it, I can't remember. God, well, shows how fucking retarded I am. But yeah, man, like I saw the no, thing. Brady, getting hit a couple times and shit like that. Thing is, with the Rams, they need to fucking they need to really turn on that fucking defense. The minute you turn the defense on, and you don't stop, like you got to be on him every team every fucking play, man. You got to create pressure. You got to create pressure. You got to create pressure. It's the only way. The only way they're gonna be able to fucking win that is the defense, man. It's really, really hot. That defense needs to turn on the fucking afterburners and don't stop until the fourth quarter is over, till those zeros fucking hit, and then they can do their thing, man. Because holy shit, holy shit. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do it, but we'll see. Jesus Christ. I mean, everybody's like, "What do you think? What do you think?" And I'm like, "I don't know, man. I think Patriots. It would be nice to see Brady get another one, but at the same time, it's like they have enough already, and it's kind of like, ah, man. Like I'd like to see another team get it. So the Rams, I'm kind of, yeah, I'm rooting for them. I mean, the Giants have already beaten them twice, so I mean, never seeing that in my fucking lifetime. I moved here. I remember moving here in 2007, and it was so hard to like not watch Giants games and not having a way to watch Giants games, and if they were televised, it was like Tampa or fucking, Miami Dolphins here. So it was kind of like, oh yeah, either way. Which I met both teams surprisingly. I actually have a weird thing which I won't get rid of because it's mine. My buddy John gave me one of his Coast Guard hats. Got me a Coast Guard hat, which it's not going anywhere. It's pretty cool. This guy at work gave it to me. Really sweetheart guy. But I have. I can't even know. Buccaneers. And I'm not a Bucks fan, but I worked with Universal, and the Buccaneers gave this to me. So it was a visor. So I've never worn it actually. I actually got a Buccaneers thing from 2010. So got to spend some time with the Buccaneers and the kids and stuff. So it's really, really, really cool. I think it's really badass. Even got the kids' names on here, which I will not tell you. But the guy I was chilling with was Myron Lewis. I don't know if he's with the NFL. I think he is with the NFL. So I know Gerald McCoy and a couple of the guys are with them. So yeah, pretty freaking cool to actually be given that from Universal and got to chill with them in the Boys and Girls Club. A friend of mine let me volunteer with them. It was cool to volunteer and go on some rides and help the kids out and stuff like that. I'd like to do that again, but that was like once in a fucking lifetime to do that with them and have a good time. And I think I still got the photo somewhere. Yeah, I do. I got the photo of us and the Buccaneers, and it was cool. It was chill. Yeah, it was a good time. It was when Rocket was just put in and stuff like that. So that shit will never ever happen again. It's cool though. We met Sinbad like a while back over at Fallon. Yeah, Stella, one of my coworkers, she was just like, oh, she's like shit. She was like, that looks a lot like Sinbad. Sure, no. She's like, oh, she had to say hello. She was like, Sinbad, big fan, love you. And he was like, oh, thanks guys, I love you guys too. Be safe. And it's quick, interaction. It was cool. Della was like, I knew that guy looked familiar. I'm like, yeah, he looks familiar. Sinbad always got like mohawks and earrings and just he's himself, and he knows who and what he is. He loves just being himself and having a good time and just being him. Um, but yeah, man, the Rams do this, man. They really need to keep the fucking heat on. They need to keep the afterburner. Giants were the same way with the Giants. There was a couple blown plays on those fucking things, and the great helmet catch that sitting there on my little fucking tube TV watching the Super Bowl and screaming like a little girl. And when they won, it was like my first Super Bowl because I never. I became a fan with the Giants. When the fuck did I become a fan? Before, yeah, it was like 96 or 97. I think I became a fan. Because I actually have a Tiki Barber autograph. That's in my thing. I'm a huge Tiki Barber fan. Still, Tiki's had his own personal shit, but I'm not gonna go into that. I mean, as a person, as a thing, and what he's as an athlete, I respect the shit out of him for his height, size, all that shit. It's nicest guy ever. I remember I wrote some fucking line. I wrote like this is when you could write the Giants. This is like when they were like literally you could literally email the write the front office. So I wrote a real letter, put my fucking stamp on it, and then he wrote me as he retired. He wrote me. I was like, hey man, I was trying to get to training camp but couldn't get there, and I want to wish you all the best. Like thanks for being like, cause I love Tiki Barber. I loved his like the height, the size, the speed. Just loved it. I never like it's my favorite, one of my favorite players to watch. Just not a that big guy, and that big guy, but running back could fucking run his ass off. And then a year later, after he retires, fucking Giants won a Super Bowl. You know, you never suspect that shit. So, and I remember moving here to Florida, and I got it here in one of my boxes. It's all packed away now. But they they went to the fucking Super Bowl. Like they ended up doing it, and I was like, oh my god, this is fucking crazy. Like do it for Tiki. And so it's kind of like, oh my god, Tiki retires. Michael Strahan is fucking ready to retire. Number 92, Michael Strahan. Huge fan of him too. Uh, so he fucking retires like right after they win the Super Bowl, which was fucking crazy. Eli Manning wins his first one. I still to this day I'm just like freaking out. But yeah, we moved here, and I'm sitting down one day, and I'm thinking to get a Giants magazine. They used to get a Giants magazine all the time from the Giants, East Rutherford, because all my mail got forwarded. So this fucking thing was like forward to forward. Like I didn't know. I thought it was a magazine. Fucking pop it open. There's a fucking autographed photo to me from Tiki Barber saying, "Hey man, I truly be a Giant. Thanks for being a fan. All the best and everything. Hope you're gonna do well. You know, good luck to you." I'm like, oh my fucking god. 'Cause I told him, I'm like, hey man, I was trying to meet you at training camp. My buddy was supposed to take me over there and like meet you, but you were never, they do signing day, whatever. And it never happened, unfortunately, because of just timing and stuff like that. But getting that, man, I'll never get rid of that. I'm a huge, like I said, I became a fan around like 96, 97. Tiki became in the league, I think, around 98. I was just learning football, just learning what it was like. It was like chess and shit to me. So, understanding that, and then moving now to our new home, it's kind of like transition of like having Giants stuff around. I have a huge Giants clock because my boy Mike, my bro for life, got me that. After they won the Super Bowl and shit. Everybody's like, oh my god, can you believe it? 17-14, fucking helmet catch, all that shit. Went back to New York the year after, and then I went back after their second Super Bowl win, and I had to go to that. I got to go on the practice field, and that like cemented my life too, because I got to meet Ahmad Bradshaw. Couldn't get any autographs or anything, but I got to sit on the field as they were fucking practicing, and it was fucking cool as shit to watch them practice. And that was the last time actually practicing up at UAlbany, which is in upstate New York. UAlbany is one of the campuses up there, and so actually watching them fucking practice and shit. But yeah, man, it was so fucking cool to meet Ahmad Bradshaw, and then we snuck to the back there trying to get thing. I did get to shake a few hands, but I didn't get any odd photos or autographs or anything. I got some photos, but fucking my SD card, I had a ghetto SD card to fucking shit the bed of us me on the field and shit. But still, like, it's fucking cool seeing Jace Blackburn and a couple of those guys that won, and Tom Coughlin was still coach, obviously. And I remember these guys go sit on this fucking ground, and you'd find this fence, and you could see them practice and shit. And it's cool because I thought the lady was gonna let me fucking down there, but she was like, "Hi, do you want to be on the field?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" I was like, "Let me see if I can get on the field." How the fuck? I saw a handicapped kid get on there. I'm like, "How the fuck is he getting on the field? I want to get on the field." So they fucking gave me a lanyard to be on the field, and couldn't touch anybody. But man, it was so fucking cool to like be that close to them while they were training and checking out plays and all that shit. So I was explaining things to people on the field. They were like, people were laid off from work and shit, so I guess they had nothing better to do, so they would fucking just sit at the UAlbany field. Look at me fucking rambling about football. God. But I can't. But the lady was fucking sitting there, and the Giants wore like I always loved the red and white jerseys, like the red and white. I thought that was fucking badass. Still think that's a badass color. I just love the way it looks, especially on them, because they keep their helmets on, but it's like the red and white. But they couldn't understand why the quarterbacks, like certain players, were wearing certain different jerseys. And I mean, that means that their fucking quarterbacks like don't go hard on them because you need to keep them, Could you fucking break them? You know, especially during practice. You know, that's a player down. That's money the team needs to fucking spend and shit like that. You're a tryout, so don't hit them that hard. You know, hit them. You know, lay off your fucking hits so you know they can keep the quarterbacks. They can train them. You know, get them ready, find out who they're gonna use, and then you know because they're paying these fucking guys millions of fucking dollars to throw a football and learn plays and be the commander of the fucking you know the offensive line. You know they teach the team. You know, and the lady could not understand. She's like, oh, I didn't. Why are they all wearing? Well, why are these guys? I'm like, well, that player is a so and so. That player is a new person. That player is this. Here I am fucking playing, you know, Madden football. I understood all that shit. So I started playing Madden. I really got into Madden really good. So understood, you know, defenses, offensive, and shit. And really, and once I started understanding footballs and cross route and corner routes and cut routes and all this shit, and you know, and I understood football really well. So yeah, I mean, Giants did it twice, beating them. I never thought it would happen once in my lifetime. Um, and surprisingly, me and my stepdad were talking about the Skins, the Redskins. I know everybody hates the name Redskins, but they're the Skins, man. Get over it. I know it's you know it is what it is. I mean you know it's derogatory. It's not derogatory. It's a culture. It's a thing, and nobody you know we were you know and nobody's you know hating on your culture, your people, or anything like that. It's a football team, and then like I don't know if the Washington Redskins with you without the Washington Redskins, we know who the hell they are. They're the Redskins, you know. But I don't know. But the Skins were actually doing fucking amazing this year, man. They actually like well without the fucking both femurs fucking snapped. I watched the plays. It was fucking gross. And it was funny because Lawrence Taylor, LT from the fucking Giants, it was anniversary on the same exact day when he did it to so and so. I forget who the exact player was, but it's fucking gross. I was like, oh my god, my stepdad was like, can you believe this? Can you fucking believe this? On the anniversary of blah, 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 Lawrence Taylor's fucking hit, that hideous hit. I was like, Jesus Christ. You know, so, wow, just how amazing how, oh, Kansas City, that's right, that's who the Patriots are fucking playing, Kansas City. Yeah, I didn't think they had that, they could have, that interception would have done something, but, yeah. I thought about Red and now some Kansas City fucking. No, I thought about the injury and then that brought up Wade Phillips and to the Cowboys and Wade Phillips is offensive coordinator for the Kansas City. See how that all my fucking brain works? It's like then this person and this person and this person. Yeah, my fucking brain is weird. Oh, also I do want to talk about my buddy Mike's sister's funeral. Told you this is gonna be a long fucking podcast of me rambling, guys. I told you this. So for those hanging in there, holy shit. For a rambling podcast. Maybe you're driving to work or something. I don't know. Maybe you're bored as fuck. Maybe you're just cleaning your room and you just want something. I'll eat a fucking ramble to you. And the 3D print's still going, so there's not much I can do 3D printing wise until all that shit gets finished up. It's still got a ways to go. But yeah, man, oh my god. So yeah, like watching that and see the Skins how they were fucking playing and you know, we're like, can you believe the Skins are this far in? And then like the second player got hit because they even drafted. I think what the hell did they draft? They pulled somebody. And my stepdad said, what the fuck? Why would they? Oh, Colin Kaepernick. They were thinking of pulling Colin Kaepernick in, and it didn't work out too well. So he needs to go to a fucking team, man. He's a decent player, but he's definitely I don't know. He's not like a great player, but he's a decent player. He had one good season apparently, and everybody's like, oh my god, it's like, dude. You sneeze, you piss off somebody. You fart, you piss off somebody. You do anything, you piss off somebody. So I don't know what people want anymore. I don't know what people want anymore. It's just come down to this fucking. I'm offended by you. I'm offended by you. I'm offended by you. I'm offended by you. So you know, people are just whining and bitching and moaning about everything. I don't know how best to stop people from crying and whining. But it's like me. It's like I make fun of myself every day. So if somebody at work was like, "Why do you do this to yourself?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? Call myself disabled and crippled? It's a word. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't harm me." My father said far worse things to me. If it's just a word to me, it's a word. It doesn't harm me or affect me in any way. My father said worse things to me. He told me I was, not gonna be able to do things, not gonna be able to do this or that. And here I am, fucking making a podcast and 3D printing and starting a company and fucking trademarked in the USPTO. I would have done things I would have never suspected. So what is word going to affect me in any which way? You know, it helps me as the individual to be motivated and positive to people, and you know, so I don't know. This world really needs to get their shit together and realize, like, hey, it's a world. It's a world. You know, as the minute you love yourself, and this is the one thing I've been pushing with open mind so fucking much. The minute you love yourself, your disability, whatever it may be, whatever you may have, whatever conditions you may have, what can fucking affect you? Honestly, what the fuck can affect you as a person, as an individual? The minute you know who you are, and I said this in many fucking episodes before. The minute you know who you are, what can affect you? Nothing will affect you. You know, how can it? You know what you are. You know who you are. Oh, you're gay. Well, so fucking mean. I'm gay. I like dick. I like pussy. Oh, I'm bisexual. Okay, you like either or. Congrats, you got the best of both worlds. You know. Oh, you're disabled and you walk with crutches. Yeah, so fucking be it. If I get sleepy, I can hold myself up. You know. Oh, I can hold the door open longer. Oh my god, I can use it as a fucking golf club. You know, which I have, and I use it as a pool cue one time. Which did it count? Oh no, that shot didn't count because they were pissed at that. Yeah, that shot didn't count. I I decided to use my fucking crutch as a pool cue, and they didn't count the ball. My buddy didn't count it. He was like, motherfucker, get the pool cue, but the pool cue broke, so there was like one of us using the cue. He didn't want to share his fucking cue, so I had to use my stick. So it worked out well. And they didn't count it, so he said it was illegal. In pool, yeah, it was illegal. We were just playing a friendly game of pool. My stick broke, so hey, you know, the tip of the stick, and I couldn't use another stick because I couldn't use the back end of it. I guess I don't know. But yeah, man, when you love yourself, understand yourself, and that's one thing that got me to this year and like this month. I'm just like, oh my god, like what am I gonna do this year? Like how things going? And this is the last month of you being fucking 20, not 20. 20s, well, you fucking been past that. 32. I'm 32, so I'm being 33, and keeping stress low, and just, you know, being in debt, but at the same time being, you know, just doing my thing, and, you know, anybody can become the Kevin Smith thing, anybody can, you know, start a podcasting, and I took it at the heart, but I wanted to do a podcast either way, because I wanted to have some fun and just talk about 3D printing shit, and this podcast is about everything. It's trying to get everybody together to talk about their life goals and their ideals and their things and things they love, and you know, sports, football, whatever it may be. I listen to a fucking Tell 'em Steve Dave, and they talk about fucking everything from fucking celebrities to goofy shit that they were doing, and just, you know, tweets they were reading, and you know, that's all a fucking podcast is, man. You just have fun and talk about it. And I hope to have my friend Ernesto on it, because I've been helping him with getting his helping him get his fucking shit together. He's got so much stuff, and I can't wait to show you guys the stuff that he's got, man. He's got all these fucking cool ideas and things. He builds shit, sells shit, buys shit. So yeah. Unfortunately, his mom passed away a couple years ago, so it's been really rough for him to like just get the house cleaned out and to get things sold. He's got so many fucking things, toys and things that he collects in general. But he's like, hey man, I might be doing this and this and this, and I said, hey man, will you be on the podcast? He's like, yeah man, I've never done one, so I said I would like to talk about your nerdiness, your geekiness in cars, you know, shit you've been building, especially all the toys and shit that you have. And he's like, yeah man, I'll definitely do it. I'll sit down with you, I'll invite you over, and we'll sit down in the room and talk. And I don't know how long the podcast will go. It's probably gonna be a long one, probably gonna be a 2-parter. I still gotta get a hold of my buddy Ben, and it's, you know, just a year of just fucking reflection and packing and moving and just understanding myself again. And it's like, man, well, the reason really why I fucking wanted to knock this out is because the podcast, you know, server's not free. I pay $15 a month for 250 megabytes, and you know, I can knock out a podcast within 30-40 minutes. But you know, this is just a month of fucking reflection. You know, it's just doing everything and getting everything ready and 3D printing and trying to get things done, and behind on 2 clients, you know. Well, John needs to get his shit. I need to get his shit to him immediately. Within like a week or so, it's been kind of wild because he needs to get to work and on his stuff. And like one client that I'm paying, and I got the Coda stuff, and it's gonna be a fun year. And it really makes me think about like, okay, we need to market this way, we need to do this, we need this. And I've been trying to help my friends with, you know, their tweets and Twitters and especially their fucking Twitch accounts, because they want to get up to like followers and not have to go to work. And you know, one thing I realized with this whole entrepreneurship and people that, you know, want to become something is you'll always have to fucking work, no matter what you do. Is you're not gonna get something from nothing. That's the one thing. You won't get anything from nothing, and that's the thing. It's like you need to start doing these things. You need to start talking to people. Um, hopefully I can have some of my friends on, which I'm probably gonna have more of my friends on the podcast. I'm hoping to do like a gaming section in the Mind Unleashed, so you guys can sit down and actually listen to some gaming stuff and talk with Del Marie and a few other of my friends that are gonna get comfortable and want to do Patreon, but I don't fucking want to do Patreon because I don't feel. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to add. I don't know what to add and what makes what makes it financially good. Or here you pay $1 for this and it does this, or you pay $5 for this and it gives you this content. And I'm like, then I gotta fucking make more content for you, and that's a lot of fucking work, and for how much money, and you only got 2 patrons. That's so you spend and do all this fucking money, power, all this shit to do it, and it does nothing. So some Patreons, I'm just like, oh my god, I gotta make photos and videos and this and this and this and this and this. Jesus Christ. So I'm still thinking about doing the Patreon thing, and we got our Twitch channel, which I'm gonna start, playing with more and doing more 3D printing. I do need to get a new phone, or I need to get this camera thing set up so on the Logitech camera, so I can do more live streaming with it, so you guys can see some of the stuff I'm printing. I bought a few models from a dude who was amazing. He had a Logan one that I fucking had to have. This Logan Wolverine one, which is like a apocalyptic. Oh my god, I can't wait to fucking show you guys. Just getting the printers in order though to print that motherfucker. I was thinking about having it outsourced to an SLA, but it's like even with getting it to an SLA and getting it cleaned up and shit like that, an SLA printer would fucking I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the FDM printer's gonna be perfectly fine. Like, I'm pretty sure with my skills and my stuff, I can probably get it done in no time. So we'll see. But yeah. No difficulties. But yeah, man, it's like I said, it's been a month of fucking reflection and just trying to get things done, and was able to. I know I reported last, Michael's sister passed away unexpectedly, and it really affected me a little bit, and I was able to, make a project for him, and I think I posted it. I did. I posted it on our page if you guys want to see it. What it was is pretty much, I made a lift of fame of his sister, him and his sister, and his family and stuff. So, I mean, they fucking loved it. And he sent me a nice thank you card and stuff like that, which isn't going anywhere. It's gonna be on it's going on my wall. Just things I do for people who've done for me and shit. So, always keep your fucking good people close to you, man, because they're the ones that keep you fucking downgraded. Even when shit gets fucking wild, you're like, I want to try something new and stuff, and you get people fucking saying no, and companies usually say no, and then you get friends that say yeah, and other friends that say yeah, and yeah. Which I can't be grateful enough for friends that have fucking helped Open Mind has started. And could it be the print has stopped, guys? Let's get up and check out. Let's see. I cannot take you with me. I cannot take you folks with me, but I will show you. I will hopefully. Wait, stopped. Hopefully. Yep. Computer. Turn off CR10 printer.
Okay.
Cool. Things finished. I thought it would take. No, it did. It took about 3 hours. Yeah, it took about that. Cool. Now I can usually get the damn printer to go do its thing. I'll edit this and get this up there for you guys today, so Lipson has something to fucking talk about. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I think I'm pretty much burned out with talking. Yeah, I think I am, and I'm pretty sure you guys are tired of fucking listening to me. But yeah, guys, man, hopefully I can keep you guys in the loop. I just wanted to do an episode so I can get rid of this fucking data on my, maybe I could talk for another 20 minutes. See if I can burn some data here. At least get 2 hours in, and then I'm going to actually post all of this. I'm not going to edit anything for you guys. It's just going to be a special treat to see how I warm up when I get on things. So get ready for, get ready for that. Hopefully, like, what the fuck is this? It's me being me and not doing a fucking episode for like the past month. So I do apologize for not being there. It's funny because we were at his sister's funeral, and we were talking about open mind, a few things, why I did what I did for his mom and stuff like that. And I made a little thing for him, but he's actually got that at his house as like a lamp thing, and I made one for my girlfriend's mom, and she fucking loved the hell out of it. And I made one for Joey and his wife, and the baby Giovanni is born, and they've been loving the hell out of that kid, and it's been amazing. It's been awesome, and kid's growing up and doing his thing. It'll be it's cool. Had his thing, and then my one buddy just announced that he is expecting, and that's not surprising at all. And with the way his life is and shit. So, but yeah, as you guys can tell, I'm pretty much burning down my thing, and I do want to get packing some more, and I still gotta move some shit around. I got some stuff here behind me that needs to get packed and patch some holes and do some stuff. But I wanted to do a podcast for you guys, check on you guys, and tell you what's just been going on in my life for the past month. Right now, it's just been like moving and grooving, and hopefully this move goes well. And we drove out yesterday to the property. It's only about 30, 35, 36 minutes from where we are now, so it's not too bad. The good thing is it could be a home. Not a big home, but it's a home. It's something you can just, relax in, and you can actually go on a porch and not have to worry about fucking... We're gonna have, like, snakes and shit, though, I know that for sure. We're gonna have some wild stuff, and, yeah, man. Yeah, it's gonna be wild. Some bears, some fucking turkeys, some wild animals and shit. So it's gonna be interesting to live out in the kind of the country, the boonies here in Florida. Don't live up in the Everglades, man. The Everglades are fucking wild from what I've seen and heard and stuff like that. I got friends that live out there, and like, man, that shit is fucking bonkers, bro. Just living out there, and shit. And they get a smart home set up, the TV's all new set up, things are ordered and ready, and yeah. So we'll see how that goes. And still gotta take down my Logan letters, still gotta take my Logan poster down, still got 2 other projects I gotta do, still gotta get the printer set up, and what a fucking move this is gonna be, guys. I can't wait to show you guys it. Can't wait to kind of bring it into the new fold and kind of get things started this year, and gotta get paid for the website this year too. Yay website. Yay website that I barely fucking use, and you guys barely visit. But anything open mind, you want to check that website out. Pretty much everything goes gonna be going there. Gotta turn that into more something too. I want to use that more often. I keep telling myself that every fucking year, and now we have a LinkedIn account, so I can start getting more business from there. Yeah, what else do I want to say? I'm sorry I've been rambling, but you guys, have you been listening this long? Holy fuck. Holy shit. Wow. Apparently you're just bored. I'm bored too. But yeah, I'm gonna post some more stuff on the Instagram and the Twitter. I got a new tweet follower, which is pretty cool. So I gave him a follow also. So it doesn't do anything financially, but it's a follow. It's a person. It's a cool one. But yeah, hopefully with the new workbench, I'll be able to do an enclosure for the printers and stuff like that, so I can show you guys how to do all that. And Twitch will start running once I finally get the PS4 hooked up and stuff. And I know Dawn Marie's been really wanting to sit down and actually jam out with some Detroit Become Human. She got a copy of it too, so we can sit down and actually watch some of her playthroughs and stuff like that. And hopefully we can use some OBS and stuff like that, and do some stuff like that. And we'll see. We'll see how she goes. But yeah, I'm just ready for the be done with this house. This house has been a roller coaster. I don't want to go more into it for some reasons, but I will. Once everything gets settled and the dust settles, I will talk openly about it some more. But yeah, it's been a roller coaster ride going out there and checking everything out and having two closings and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. So the good news is we get a raise this year at my job, so we get a raise every year, but we're getting a raise, financially. That would kind of help. But yeah, I want to get more stuff to you guys. I want to do some more Twitch stuff and hopefully get some donations and stuff like that. And I can't be thankful for enough for friends and stuff like that. Now that I'm including on a year of my life again, gonna be 33, and surprisingly no gray hairs yet. So try to keep the stress low, stress low. And Yeah, yeah. But it was a fun drive. My girlfriend saw some horses, and she loved the hell out of that. She thought that was great. She saw her dream house, so that we drove past this huge open area, and this guy had a fucking huge house, just huge, 2-car garage, just really fucking chill. She's like, oh my god, that's my dream house. That's the house I want. You know, So yeah, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Oh man. Oh god. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. Sorry I just rambled and rambled and rambled about things I'm doing, and really, like I said, it's been a wild fucking month. It's just been a lot of packing and packing and packing and just getting shit ready to go to the new house. Really, really downsizing to a newer area, a newer room. So my room right now is about 9 by 16. So yeah, I'm going to a room that's 10 by 10, 10 by 10 by 10. So I literally have to, like, well, no, there's one section you walk in. You'll see it when we move. I'll do a video walkthrough of it, like the new actual room, and you'll see the new office and stuff like that. Where I'm probably recording and stuff like that, the podcast, and go sit down with mom once the new kitchen's done. She didn't want to record yet. She was just like, nah, I have really nothing to say. I don't want to get my hair done. I don't want to be on camera and stuff. So I said, nah, man, just do it up right, and just get it done. Just do it well. But yeah, hopefully soon we'll get it all done, and you guys will be able to come in and see everything. Ugh. It's a little chilly here in Florida too. It's yeah, it's like 50 something here. Hey, computer, what's the weather?
Right now in Orlando, it's 62 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Tonight's forecast has clouds with a low of 56 degrees.
62 degrees. So very cloudy though, very windy, just very bleh, very bleh weather. So that's what it's like in Florida. New York had 0 degrees. They think their computer. What is the weather in Schenectady, New York?
Right now in Schenectady, New York, it's 12 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly sunny skies. Tonight's forecast has cold temperatures with a low of -2 degrees.
So 12 degrees right now in my home where I used to live, Schenectady, New York, and Albany. So I grew up in Albany, and I lived in Schenectady, and I lived in Scotia, New York, and upstate New York. So it's 12 fucking degrees, and I'm bitching about 62 degrees. Well, I can bitch all I want. Haven't acclimated yet, still, but still, I put a fucking hoodie on when it's breezy. It's just breezy here, man. It takes that that 50 degrees, it turns it down to fucking 40, and you're just like, whoa, whoa, man, whoa, fucking, I said fucking be 40, not fucking 40 and breezy, So Florida doesn't know what it wants. It's like, oh, it's like 50 degrees, but I'm gonna turn that 50 degrees into like fucking 40 degrees with wind. I'm not gonna stop with that wind. I'm gonna turn that wind on as high as I can and go through all your clothes, and you're like, God, Jesus, fuck. Because I can deal with 50 degrees, 60 degrees any fucking day of the week. When it's 50 degrees fucking wind, 60 degrees, oh, Jesus, fuck. Which has me to come to a conclusion, this summer is going to be fucking hotter than shit. So, yeah, I got a bad feeling about this summer. Going to be fucking blazing, sweat coming out of your butthole and swamp ass everywhere. But, yeah, man, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for fucking sticking with me for so long. And hopefully we can get to episode 60, episode 70, episode 80, episode 90, wherever these fucking never stop. And they're going to be changing over time, so hopefully we get some more friends on, which I do plan on doing that once we relax. I still got to pack some more shit up at the office and stuff, so. Alright, guys, I will talk to you later. Thanks always, and always, guys, keep an open mind. Have a great week. I will see you.